Hello students, in the previous chapter we have started a new chapter, that is the solutions, and in that we have seen the introduction of this topic, and later that we have also seen some types of solutions, okay, and those are majorly that gaseous solutions and liquid solutions and the solid solutions. But already I told you that in this chapter we are only focusing on the liquid solutions, okay. And in the previous class, again what I told, there are two types of solutions: diluted solutions and concentrated solutions. Diluted is nothing but that the quantity of the quantity of a solute must be in a very small quantity, okay. And what is the concentrated solution is nothing but whatever that solute quantity must be in the large, okay. So that means based on the solute amount you can say that whether the compound is concentrated or not, okay. So that means the concentrations of solutions will depends upon the solute only, okay. So now we can see that some expressions to express the concentration of solutions, okay. So there are many different types of ways which can be described the concentration of the solution quantitatively అంటే ఏం చెప్పాను ఇంతకుముందే, with number. Qualitatively అంటే మేబీ ఇందులో ఇంత ఉండొచ్చు, ఓకే, qualitatively. But quantitatively means exactly with the number, okay. That means how much amount or how much percentage will be there in a given solvent, okay. So now we can see that the first expression is the mass percentage. You know that percentage and enti for 100, okay. So mass percentage, that is, we are taking the percentage in the mass, okay. Mass is nothing but weight by weight, okay. Weight by weight or mass by mass, okay. So what is that, you can see now what is that the mass percentage of a component is that very simple. Generally when you will take the mass percentage of the component, suppose one component will be there in the another component. You let us take an example of some A will be there in B. Okay. So that means you assume that it is there in the 1 gram and now the B is there in the 8 grams, okay. So that means you can say that 1 gram of A is there in the 8 grams of B, okay. So now what is the percentage of, what is the mass percentage, okay, right. Now what is the mass percentage of a component is that very simple, mass of the component in the solution divided by the total mass of the solution, okay. So here we are talking about the solution, okay. So that means మీరు ఏ కాంపోనెంట్ కి అయితే తీసుకుంటే, whether it is a solute or solvent, ఏదైనా అవ్వచ్చు. సో మీరు కనుక సొల్యూట్కి తీసుకుంటే మాస్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ ద సొల్యూట్ అయితే ఏంటి, ద మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద సొల్యూట్ డివైడెడ్ బై ద టోటల్ మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద సొల్యూషన్ ఇంటూ 100. ఇఫ్ సపోజ్ యూ ఆర్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ద మాస్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ ద సాల్వెంట్, అప్పుడు ఏం చెప్తాం, ద మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద సాల్వెంట్ దట్ ఈస్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ద సొల్యూషన్ డివైడెడ్ బై ద టోటల్ మాస్ ఆఫ్ ద solution, okay, that is into 100, okay. So the best example is that generally we are not going to talk with the with respect to the solvent, okay. దేనికి మనం మాట్లాడతామంటే generally we will talk in terms of the solute only, not the solvent, okay. Solvent కూడా applicable చేయొచ్చు, but we are not, generally we won't talk with the solvent, we won't talk with respect to the solvent, okay. Only we will talk with respect to the solute, okay. So that you see one example, 10% of glucose, okay. So that means you can say that 10 grams of component, suppose 10 grams of glucose will be there in the 100 grams of the solution, మరి దాన్ని ఇంకో ఎలా చెప్పొచ్చు అంటే, సపోజ్ 10 grams of glucose in the water అంటే ఏంటి అని అంటే, బై మాస్ ఇట్ మీన్స్ దట్ 10 grams of glucose is dissolved in 90 grams of water, okay. So that means the total solution weight is 100 grams, okay. So how can you calculate it as a 10%? Is that generally you see that 10 grams of glucose is there in the 90 grams of water. Okay, so what is the mass percentage? That is nothing but the mass percentage of glucose. It is nothing but the mass of the glucose, that is 10 grams divided by the mass of the solution. Solution ante enti? Solute plus solvent. Okay, so that you have to add both, that is 10 grams of glucose plus 90 grams of water. 90 grams of water into 100. Okay, so that means 10 grams divided by 100 grams into 100. Grams cancel, 100 cancel, so that you can get 10 percentage. Now you are taking into the percentages. Okay, so this is the mathematical relation. Already you know that you are very good at the mathematics, I know that, right? So generally these example, the best real life examples are the commercial bleach. Bleach ante enti? Generally bleach we will use to wash the cloths, right? Okay, so that is mostly the 3.62 mass percentage of the sodium NaOCl. Okay, sodium hypochlorite into water, NaOCl in water. Okay, of course no one is going to ask this example. Only thing is that you are in a position to understand that what is the mass percentage. Mass percentage ante mass by mass or weight by weight. Okay, so the principle is that mass of the component in the solution divided by the total mass of the solution into 100. Okay, very simple. Now we can go to the volume percentage. Why I am telling is that inta neat ga enduku cheppanante everything is related to like this only. Okay, next we can go to the volume percentage. Volume percentage means volume in volume. Volume in volume means volume of the solute in the volume of the solution. Volume in the solution. Okay, so that is the volume percentage of a component is equal to volume of that component divided by the total volume of the solution into 100. Very similar to the above mass percentage. Ikkada weight by weight, ikkada nemo volume by volume. There is no difference. Okay, remaining everything is same. Okay, so let us take same example. Suppose 10% ethanol solution in the water. Ante enti? That means 10 ml of the ethanol is dissolved in how much amount of the water? That is 90 ml of water. Okay, so again 90, what is that amount of water? That is a 90 ml. Okay, because the total solution, the volume of the total solution should be 100 ml. Okay, so that means 10 by 100 into 100, 10 by 100 into 100, so obviously it is 10%. Okay, so come to the real life. Generally there is a 35% of ethylene glycol used as a antifreeze in cars to cool the engines. Okay, you know that car lopata engine eppudu kuda heat avutuntundi avuna kada, so they will use some antifreezants. Okay, so what is that antifreezant? Is that it is nothing but the 35% ethylene glycol. Okay, of course this is also not important. Only thing is that volume by volume. What is the volume percentage? It is nothing but volume by volume. That is the volume of the component divided by the total volume of the solution into 100. Okay, next third one is the mass by volume percentage. ఇందాకేం చెప్పుకున్నాం? మాస్ బై మాస్, వాల్యూమ్ బై వాల్యూమ్. నౌ మాస్ బై వాల్యూమ్. Okay, this is little bit different compared to the mass by mass and volume by volume. Okay, so what is that? See carefully. It is the mass of the solute dissolved in 100 ml of the solution. 100 ml of the solution, right? Okay, it is nothing but mass of the solute dissolved in 100 ml of solution. Okay, suppose here it is a mass relation, that is you take the 10 grams of, suppose sodium chloride is in a 100 ml of water. 100 ml of water. Okay, so now you can say that what is the mass by volume percentage, M by V, mass by volume percentage. That is the mass of the sodium chloride component, that is a 10 grams divided by the mass of, sorry, volume kada, volume of the total, that is a 100 ml into 100. Okay, that is nothing but 10 gram per ml. 10 gram per ml, that is the mass by volume percentage. Okay sir, ఇక్కడ don't confuse sir, 10 grams sodium chloride 100 ml water కి యాడ్ చేస్తే 110 అవ్వాలి కదా. Why you are writing 10 100 ml is that is the small difference here. I have what I am telling to you. Okay, so మీరు రియల్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూడండి, you take the 10 grams of sodium chloride and you add to 100 ml water 100 ml తీసుకోండి, దాంట్లో 10 grams of sodium chloride యాడ్ చేయండి. అండ్ హ్యావ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ ఎనీ డిఫరెన్స్ ఇన్ ద వాల్యూమ్? ఎర్లియర్ ఇక్కడ వరకు ఉండే 100 ml, మీరు దీని లోపల 10 grams ఆఫ్ సోడియం క్లోరైడ్ డిజాల్వ్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఈ వాల్యూమ్ ఏమైనా పెరుగుతుందా అక్కడే ఉంటుందా చూడండి. యూ డూ దట్ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ ఎట్ యువర్ హోమ్. సో నాకు తెలిసినంత వరకు ద వాల్యూమ్ కెనాట్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అంటిల్ అండ్ అన్లెస్ సాచురేటెడ్ కంటే ఎక్కువ యాడ్ చేస్తే. అంటే ఇందులో డిజాల్వ్ అయ్యేది ఒక 10 grams అనుకోండి, మీరు 10 grams కాకుండా 100 grams ఆఫ్ సోడియం క్లోరైడ్ యాడ్ చేస్తే ఖచ్చితంగా కొంత అన్డిజాల్వ్డ్గా ఉంటుంది, దానివల్ల ఏంటి అనేది వాల్యూమ్ అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. బట్ దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ సొల్యూషన్. ఇందాక నేను చెప్పాను హోమోజీనియస్ సొల్యూషన్స్ అంటే ఖచ్చితంగా అది మిక్స్ అయి ఉండాలి, అవునా కదా. సో యూ టేక్ 10 grams of sodium chloride or suppose 10 grams of sugar, you dissolve in a 100 ml of water and observe that is there any increase in the volume or not. నాకు తెలిసినంత వరకు వాల్యూమ్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవ్వదు. ఓకే, సో దట్ మీన్స్ ఇక్కడ మనం 110 రాయకూడదు. హియర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ఓన్లీ ద 100 ml. దట్ ఈస్ ద వాల్యూమ్ ఆఫ్ ద వాటర్ ఈజ్ రిమైనింగ్, ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ ద వాల్యూమ్ దట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ఇన్ ద downside. Okay, so any doubts you can chat with me, no problem. And the next concentration to next expression to express the concentration is the parts per million, simply ppm. You can also call it as a ppm, part per million. Part per million ante enti, name itself what it is telling, there is one part in the million, one part in the million. Million ante enti, that is nothing but 10 to the power of 6, right? Okay, million. So that is there one part in million, 10 to the power of 6. Okay, that is nothing but 1 ppm. A very good example is that suppose you assume that you are the one person is there in the 10 to the power of 6 people. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ద కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ 1 ppm. అలా కాకుండా 10 people ఆర్ దేర్ ఇన్ ద 10 to the power of 6 people, దెన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ 10 ppm. 10 ppm, 10 ppm. Okay, if suppose 100 people are there in that 10 to the power of 6, now it is nothing but the 100 ppm. Okay, so why we need to express this ppm is that the best example is that the concentrations are very very small. If the concentrations are very 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 small, suppose 1 by 10 to the power of 6, మీరు ఏం రాస్తారు, 0.00000 and 1. And sometimes what we will do, we will neglect this, right? We will neglect this number, generally we will neglect. But ఇలా రాశారు అనుకోండి, do you neglect this? No, right? So that if something, the concentrations are very very small, then they'll go to this kind of expression, this kind of expression. Okay, earlier enti gram by gram, mass by mass ante, so 10 grams in 100 grams or 10 ml in 100 ml or 10 grams in 100 ml ante akkada enti the mass is high, but here only one part, that is you assume that 1 gram in 10 to the power of 6 grams. Okay, so it is a very very small concentration. Okay, and in some cases, in some situations, these small concentrations also plays the major role. So అలాంటప్పుడు మనం నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేయడానికి వీల్లేదన్నమాట. So in that cases they will use this ppm concentrations, ppm concentration. Okay, so what is this ppm is that very simple. when a solute is present in a trace quantities, trace and small quantities, it is convenient to express the concentrations per in the parts per million, and is defined as so how it is defined? It is defined as the ppm is nothing but the number of parts of the component divided by, again very similar to ఇంతకు ముందు ఏదైతే అన్ని రాశారు కదా, by total number of parts of all components of the solution into 10 to the power of 6. సో ఇక్కడ 100 బదులు ఏం చేస్తాం, అక్కడ పర్సంటేజ్ 100 తీసుకున్నాం, ఇక్కడనేమో పర్ మిలియన్, అక్కడనేమో పర్ 100 grams పర్ 100 ml, ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాం పర్ మిలియన్, దట్ మీన్స్ 10 to the power of 6 పర్ 10 to the power of 6. Okay, so you have to multiply with the 10 to the power of 6 ante, ఇంకేమీ లేదన్నమాట. Okay, so you see one a best example, that is a liter of sea water. ఒక లీటర్ సీ వాటర్ అనేది జనరలీ విచ్ weighs 1030 grams. ఓకే, జనరలీ వాట్ వి అజ్యూమ్ వాటర్ యొక్క డెన్సిటీ అనేది 1 gram per ml అనుకుంటాం, బట్ సీ వాటర్ తీసుకుంటే ఇట్ కన్సిస్ట్ సమ్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ ద సాల్ట్స్, సోడియం క్లోరైడ్ అవన్నీ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి జనరలీ ఇట్స్ డెన్సిటీ ఈజ్ హయ్యర్ దాన్ ద ప్యూర్ వాటర్. ఓకే, సో దట్ it weighs 1 liter అంటే ఏంటి 100 ml, it weighs generally 1030 grams, and it contains about 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 grams of dissolved oxygen. అంటే ఒక లీటర్ సీ వాటర్ లోపల 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 grams of dissolved oxygen ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో సచ్ ఏ స్మాల్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఎక్స్ప్రెస్డ్. మరి ఇక్కడ చూస్తే ఏంటి 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 grams in 1030 grams. Okay, ekkada chudandi, this is a very small quantity and this is a big quantity. Okay, so in these cases we will use to express how is that in the ppms. Okay, so that is the number of parts of the component, enta oxygen enta the 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by total number of parts. Total number of parts ante em తీసుకుంటాం 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 plus 1030 తీసుకోవాలి, కానీ దీంతో పోల్చుకుంటే ఇది చాలా ఎక్కువ కాబట్టి డినామినేటర్లో ఏం చేస్తాం, దీన్ని నెగ్లెక్ట్ చేసేసి విల్ టేక్ ఓన్లీ 1030 అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఈస్ 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 grams divided by 1030 grams. యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ ఎ డౌట్, సార్ టోటల్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ అంటే దాంట్లో ఆక్సిజన్ కూడా ఉంటుంది కదా అని అంటే, అఫ్ కోర్స్, బట్ డినామినేటర్లో ఈ రెండింటిని కంబైన్ చేసినా కూడా పెద్దగా వాల్యూలో డిఫరెన్స్ రాదు అన్నమాట. ఓకే, సో ఇంటూ మల్టిప్లైస్ 10 to the power of 6. Okay, so overall what you can get, so multiply చేసుకుంటే 6000 by 1030, that is nothing but 5.82 ppm. ఇక్కడ చూడండి నెంబర్, now it is a considerable number. ఇందాక ఎంత ఉండే 6 into 10 to the power of minus 3, అది కన్సిడరబుల్గా లేకుండే. రైట్ నౌ you see here it is a considerable number. Okay, so that to express such kind of small concentrations, even in the pollutions also, pollutants. Okay, pollutants, you take some carbon monoxide, some trace amount of the carbon monoxide will be present. Okay, so ekkadaithe trace amounts untayo, small quantities untayo, there they will use to express. Meeru టీవీ ఛానల్ చూడండి, లేదు అంటే హెల్త్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ చూడండి, పొల్యూటెంట్స్ చూడండి, 100 ppm of carbon dioxide or 120 ppm of carbon monoxide. Okay, so ppm లో ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. Okay, you see, right, that is the ppm. Okay, right, and in the next lecture we are going to okay, in this chapter only there is a one more okay, let it is if we discuss. Okay, in the next lecture we are going to see the next expressions, the remaining expressions. Okay, that is in the next lecture, right? Okay, goodbye.